Big up to everyone. Lovely family and lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching this video from, one love. Anywhere you are, Germany, Holland, Belgium, Denmark, Slovakia, Slovenia, anywhere you are, and you want a lot of things, cars, television, anything you want, contact us. Or if you already have those things and you want to send it back to Mauritania or Gambia, Senegal, Ghana, Morocco, contact us. Intercop is the right place for you to give you a great deal. So guys, I'm gonna share my opinion about the coaching issues that a lot of people are talking about concerning Coach Otto and Chris Hutton. Well, I do not stand in a position to say, well, this one have to be there, but I can only come out to share my opinion and my thought on that. A lot of people are saying that Coach Otto should go and Chris Hutton come in, and myself as well. If you remember the day that Ghana we won 1-0 against Nicaragua, I was talking about this, that Coach Otto should go. And one thing that I do not really understand here is that, you see, we should do our things properly. If not that, we will go to this World Cup and we will waste a lot of money coming back again with the same problem. My main problem, like for me being here, basically, I believe in time. You know, everything that you are doing, it is time. And believing in time, you need to make sure that you put things in order. You cannot just say, well, I believe in time, so you get sitting down there waiting that time everything will go according to the plan. It doesn't work like that. Why I'm saying this? If we saying that, okay, we need time, like me basically, I believe that we should always give the coaching job for our local coaches. And before even talking about these coaching issues, let me take your mind back for some certain things. When it comes to the World Cup, if you see the countries that they won the World Cup, most of all of them is coaches that from the country. It is like there is some spirit there. It is very few coaches that won the World Cup that are not from the same country. But the little one I do my research, check 2002. Who won the World Cup? From where? The name escaped me. I did that. Check 2006. Who won the World Cup? That was, I'm taking that coming down to African Cup of Nations as well. 2006, Italy won the World Cup. Brazil, they won the World Cup twice with their local coach. Italy, they won 2006. The coach was from Italy. Coming to from 2006 to 2010, Spanish people won 2010 World Cup with their local coach. Going to 2014, Germany won the World Cup with their local coach. Going to 2018, France won the World Cup with their local coach. So it seems like even getting outside coach to coach your national team, the chances of that coach winning a cup for you is something difficult as well. We need to observe those kind of things. Even coming to our own Black Stars, most of our 4 cup win, I do not really make that research very well, so I do not want to be biased here. I think 3 of them won by our local coaches, if I'm correct. So I'm always supporting that, giving someone that is a local coach, or even Otto is a Ghanaian, is good. But my main problem here with Coach Otto and Ghana football president, Mr. Ket, how can you give job to someone that do not really have time for the team? Why I'm saying this? When they say, okay, everyone should leave your job and be full-time for Black Stars, Coach Otto do not accept that. And he is still working on Dortmund. How can he able to have time to scout the players? Dortmund are playing Champions League. How can he able to have time with the players? So that is my main problem there. Because someone that doing something like part-time job, you cannot devote yourself so much like someone that really have time doing. For me being here, I cannot use myself. Let's say this YouTube we are doing. I cannot use myself compare someone like Osikani, B Sports, and most of my brothers out there. Because someone that really have time and understand so much and focusing on that thing and doing a lot of research is more likely to move than you that doing something like a part-time job. Do you get me, guys? So something that Coach Otuado do not really have full time for Black Stars. Why we have to get the original coach like Chris Houghton have to be under Otuado? A lot of people will say, if people are saying that Coach Otuado should go, then we handle the team to Chris Houghton. Houghton is there. If things are not going well, he also part of that. Why we have to give the job to him? Let me tell you, we are all human beings. Coach Chris Houghton is there as a technical advisor. So Otuado can decide to take Houghton advice or not. And it is not going to change anything. So that do not mean that if Otuado go, Houghton will make mistakes. And I don't see the reason why we have to take Chris Houghton that they really have a very good CV in terms of everything, experience-wise, in terms of a CV, to let this man to be under Coach Otuado. That is my main problem here. Because we all saw our biggest problem we was having with Milo was changes. Sometimes to make changes is always biggest problem with Milo. Myself was always talking about this. Making changes is always problem, and we was always talking about this, and we thought maybe Coach Otuado coming to the Black Stars at least were able to learn something from that. If you notice back when we play against Nicaragua, do you see the time? And that match was a friendly match, and that day we could see clearly that Kudos was not having a best time on that game, was selfish. He's my brother, but he did something that is wrong. I'm going to tell him. He was selfish, and it was not the day of Kudos, and the coach cannot see that, and taking him out and replacing someone. This guy, Osman Bukari, was played by the left side, and we all know clearly that Bukari, that is not Bukari position. But that is where the coach decide him to play with. There is a lot of players that can able to do that. And the same that if you notice when Bukari get ball for that area, he's trying to come back with the normal position to able to give pass. So because of that, he was not getting chance clearly. So he will be dribbling all the pack. Should that be something that replacing him for the position that he normally play, or move him and bring someone? So if a coach, some of us that we are not coaches, but we love the game and we watch, we have eyes, we can see, we observe a lot of things, and this coach cannot see something like this to make changes. We are sitting down and say, oh, it will be better, it will be better, it will be better. And when we get to the World Cup and things fell inside the water, that is where we are now coming back, try to build things again. I do not stand in a position to say the coach should go, but I think there's something wrong here. How can you give job to someone for the very first place? You go out to beg someone to come for the whole Black Stars when someone out there have a very good CV that can handle this thing. You leave that person and going somewhere to beg someone, to talk to someone to come and take for Black Stars. How many matches Otuado play now? So many, I think I do not get it, maybe about 6 or 7. And see what game can you tell me that he really performed very well, that we will say, yes, this is a coach? That is my main problem, guys. That is my main problem. A lot of people say Ali Cisse, comparing Ali Cisse, Senegal have patience for Ali Cisse. That is why they're able to turn Senegal now and able to they won the African Cup of Nations. You cannot use what Coach Otuado doing here to compare Ali Cisse. Remember that Ali Cisse is someone that he stay in Senegal. Aliou Cisse is based in Senegal. Sometimes travel France and other countries, get to monitor the players. But Otto is not doing that. If Otto was devoted to Black Stars team, we're not going to complain. We're all going to support him. He's a Ghanaian. And for me being here, giving the coaching job for our own Ghanaian is something that I love. At least the little money is making from Black Stars is going back to make a little bit investment in the country. But giving to coaches that from foreign country or some places, the money they are making there, they are taking all that money to their country. That is my main reason why I do not really support maybe foreign coaches or something like that. But here is the case that Otto do not really want to leave Dortmund job because he knew clearly that he is not good enough to handle Black Stars. So the little mistake he did and leave Dortmund job, definitely they're going to fire him in the Black Stars because he himself, he do not believe himself that the job he can do. If he is someone that really believes himself that he can do the job, I do not think that he will be afraid to leave the Dortmund job. So this will tell you clearly that the man is not that up to the standard, to the Black Stars game. But I do not stand the position to tell the leaders what to do. And they should be aware that if things doesn't go well in this World Cup, they should know what will happen. But for me, basically, I'm not sitting down here wishing for that. I want us to win the World Cup. So guys, what is your thought when it comes to the coaching issues about Otto going, Chris coming in? What is your take on that? One love.